What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to, learn any type of game you need to help improve and change your life. Simple as that. Again, short but sweet. Big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. Please get this video out there. Sit and watch it with your people, however you see fit, because it's important knowledge for the world as a whole. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be willing to understand and knowing that in order to change your life, you have to be willing to soak in knowledge, because if not, you're just going to stay stuck in whatever mind frame you think you're living in. And listen, it has nothing to do with your physical. You know what I'm saying? You could keep elevating, keep having the flyest stuff, keep, being comfortable. But I'm talking about up here. This can be in a disarray every time. And the only person that has to deal with it and lay in there is you. So it's up to you what you want to do with your life. But this video is going to be on the fact that, listen, I don't care what you think, know, or believe. It is people out there in the world who are addicted to destruction. Their life is just so bad. So many bad things that have happened to them that they cannot see no hope in nothing. It doesn't matter if they are doing things that are positive and they've never done them before. They still, in their mind, think that at any moment something can go wrong. Like they are definitely addicted to destruction. And I believe, you know what I'm saying, in a movie I seen in prison called The Secret. Like what you speak, what you say, and your thoughts create your life. I don't care if don't nobody want to believe that. That's truth and that's the facts, because I know some people personally that are addicted to destruction. Every time you mention something positive, they got something negative to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Every time you try to be happy about something, they got something negative to say. Anytime something is going good and you happy and you feeling the emotion of joy, in their mind, it's only a matter of time before something goes wrong. Like they are addicted to the emotion of destruction. No matter how good they are feeling in their life at that moment, something is bound to happen to create destruction. And that is a horrible way to think, because it will keep you trapped in getting nothing in your life but destruction. I promise you. I don't care how long you may be happy or living in a moment where you feel good. At some point you're going to get destruction, only because in your mind you believe that anything good eventually is going to get hit with destruction. You know what I'm saying? And you create that for yourself because of the fact that you can't think that, you know what I'm saying, it's nothing wrong with living a prosperous, peaceful mind state of life and being content in here. You know what I'm saying? You just always think that destruction is going to happen. Something bad is going to happen. And it's only so long you'll be able to wear that mask. You can tell. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I've been in a group with people before and everything was good. People was having fun. You know what I'm saying? They was dancing. Everybody was cool and was chilling. And then after so long, people start getting upset. People getting mad. You know what I'm saying? They cussing. They feeling some type of way about this. All those emotions has created a destructional response to your fun moment. You know what I'm saying? And it is a mental process that takes time. You can't just say, oh, I'm not going to be destructive to this moment, and so all my other moments is not going to be destructive. No, it doesn't work like that. You can't just not be destructive for one event and then hope that all your other events are going to be not destructive. You have to plan it and have it and keep repeating it. And listen, you may not get just complete non-destructive events because you're choosing to just be non-destructive. You may have a couple times where it may be destructive and maybe destructive this time. Keep practicing how you are not destructive to a good moment, and in time you will train your mind to not think that something destructive is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But who am I? I'm just one person, right? And a lot of people are in the state of mind of not being able to learn nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is they block their mind off to learning anything new, but you will see by being with them or hanging out with them that they're in a destructive phase in their life where it's only a matter of time before something bad happens. And at that point, you just got to separate yourself from them, because then they'll have you thinking that, you know what I'm saying, something destructive gonna happen in your life because they think stuff gonna be destructive in their life. No. And that's when you become at a place where you're content and it's not lonely and you're okay with spending time alone by yourself, because your mind state and the way you choose to think will create the life you see for yourself. And a lot of people are not willing to even try. A lot of people don't even want to take the knowledge from somebody, because you once were us. What makes you think you have the right to elevate higher than us and know more than us? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not cocky or on an ego spectrum, or, you know what I'm saying, thinking I'm better than nobody else, but I'm at peace in my mind though. You feel me, react to situations the way normal people do. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have time to let people get an emotional response out of me, out of stuff that I keep facing in my life over and over again. That is just beyond crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? People need to understand that the truth is what you think and how you know what I'm saying, think about your life is what creates it. Your emotions, your reactions to life is what creates it. You know what I'm saying? People fail to realize that because they feel like as long as the surface is catered to, forget my mind being in a prison and being in a disarray, because I can hide that. I could do it behind closed doors. I could do it to where nobody see. And if you rock with me all the time, you'll probably see it, because the mask ain't gonna stay on all the time. But for the majority of the most part, everybody don't gotta see that part of me. You know what I'm saying? But when you are truly at peace in your mind, there is no mask. There is no mask. I'm not wearing one. This is me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that sometimes people tend to make you feel like, you know, you're the bad guy, or, you know what I'm saying, you're the evil one, when you're not. They're just not able to get to a place of peace, and they're refusing to learn, because they felt like they should have got to a place of peace before you, so they can teach you how to be at a place of peace, to make them feel superior. I'm not about that. I'm not the type of person that goes around in the world thinking I have to be better than people, thinking I have to be over someone, thinking I'm better. We all came from the same world. You know what I'm saying? Just give me the game so that I can elevate, so we all can elevate together. Ain't that how it's supposed to go? Or we have a natural feud for competition. Understood, it's gonna be competitions in some level in your life, but not amongst the people that you love, not amongst the people that you've seen all be in the same scenario together, and they was hurt from it and in pain. You know what I'm saying? And it hurt us for real. Wouldn't we all want to mentally grow? And it may not be at the same time. What worked for me ain't gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying? But if I got the game and I practice it and I'm taking it in and I absorb the knowledge, my time will eventually come. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand, if everybody advanced at the same time, there would be no different people on the world, because everybody be moving at the same speed. That would be weird. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like, maybe one day people will understand that who you are as a person creates your outer reality. It creates your life. And majority of the time, the people that, oh, I need to leave, oh, I don't like Sacramento, oh, I'm upset, oh, this and that, is because you refuse to do the inner work inside yourself. You like really refuse. And you feel me? Due to whatever actions you may be doing in your life, or due to whatever blind spots you may have in your way of thinking, is the reason why you keep thinking that way. You know what I'm saying? If you be at peace inside your mind, you won't think that about nothing. You won't be addicted to destruction. And I'm really speaking from a heavy level of experience, because at one point in my life, I was very much addicted to destruction. And I don't think it was so much the destruction, it was the emotions of what I was feeling, and the fact that I felt like nothing was ever going to turn around in my favor, and everybody was just targeting me, and people only rock with me for so long until they turn on me, you know what I'm saying, and then they act cool and play nice, and then they switch it up, and I was just tired. I'm tired. It's kind of like, dang, why? Well, we all just trying to live. We all trying to make it. But when I was on my own speed of, like, you know what I'm saying, working and being in my own lane, it caused me to really focus on myself and focus on what I'm doing. But then it's kind of like, at the same time, being around people is unavoidable. So if you're around people that just think destruction is just waiting to happen, and you surround yourself around that, eventually you'll be thinking destruction is waiting to happen. And people don't realize how, as human beings, we're really powerful. If you're around somebody that thinks like that, it's only a matter of time before you think like that. If you're around somebody that does something, it's only a matter of time before you start doing what they're doing. I think that's why a lot of people, like, my drug of choice at the time was weed. You feel me? Because I'm about to go outside and do something and not be destructive and play my game on my phone, and I'm not worried about you or listening to you talk about, you feel me, everything that's destructive in your life today. You know what I'm saying? But it's a way to do it soberly, because, again, any altering mindset that you do also has a consequence and a negative reaction. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that too. But when you're sober and you know how to, you know what I'm saying, protect your energy away from certain things, it's nothing really anybody could say. You know what I'm saying? They could speak, they could talk about whatever they want. It's not going to hold any value or hold any weight. You know what I'm saying? Energy is very important. And just be very mindful that I don't care how much people play around. I don't care how much people laugh and joke. It is some people in this world who are heavily addicted to destruction. And they are only waiting for a matter of time before things destruct. Pay attention and watch, because these is not things that's said. People can easily say whatever they want you to believe. But if you watch and pay attention, you'll start to see, damn, they are addicted to destruction. You know what I'm saying? All they do is talk negative about everything. You know what I'm saying? But they got a nice car and they look good, and they, you know what I'm saying, they're not homeless. So why are they talking negative about everything? Because they're low-key addicted to destruction, and they're trying to create an illusion so that you are not aware of that. And these are the conversations you likely gonna have in your head as you're watching. You know what I'm saying? And you can see. Listen. Pay very much attention to what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? And protect your energy at all costs, because the life that we live and the things that have traumatized us so much can have us just waiting for destruction. Doesn't matter how good it may feel in the moment, we are waiting for that pool of destruction to happen. And if we can get you to prepare for the destruction, we've got another person on board. Now everybody just can't wait for the destruction. No. You know what I'm saying? Life is what you make of it. Life is how you think. Life is, you know what I'm saying, really the person you are inside your head. The person, what they think and how they act inside their head, that's really your life for real. What's presented on this physical life is just what you create to create an illusion for how you really living in your head. You know what I'm saying? And a person that's really content inside their head, their physical and their mental will match up. You'll see clearly as day, because it'll never be a mask worn. You know what I'm saying? And they now know how to separate themselves from people that just think of destruction all the time. You know what I'm saying? And listen, it don't even gotta listen. Be mindful of what people say, because they can trick you to think that there's no destruction. But when you're quiet and you are observant of your surroundings, you'll see the side eyes, the side comments, the things that they don't think you're paying attention to, but you are, because you're not talking. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll start to see a person for who they really are. You know what I'm saying? And most people got it down, and you know what I'm saying? They know how to do the same things that I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? But a mask can only be worn for so long. Remember that. Don't forget. A mask can only be worn for so long before it slides off. Remember that movie, The Mask? That's like my brother's favorite movie. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But again, it can only be worn for so long till it slides off. You know what I'm saying? And you will clearly be able to tell the difference between someone who's wearing a mask and someone who's not. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Stay away from people who are addicted to destruction, because it won't be long before you're addicted to destruction too. Think positive. And if things are really not going the way you want, it's something you're doing that you're not choosing to look at and alter and do it a different way. So you're going to get the same results. Change. You know what I'm saying? The actions related to whatever you're trying to change. And think positive. And I promise, you might hit a few road bumps in between, but it'll help you get on the path to creating what you see in your life. You know what I'm saying? Most people, when they you know what I'm saying, have to take a medicine or something, they have to take it for a period of time to heal whatever needs to be healed. It's the same thing with changing your thought process. You can't just change it one time and think you're not going to get any urges or destruction is not going to happen, because that's life. But over time, you will see the results of you trying. Listen, the time is now. I'm getting too old for this shit to be just addicted to destruction and thinking everything is not going to work out and life is just a big old cornball. Listen, I'm too old for that. Not only that, I'm raising a young life. So I'm always thinking that life is just destruction. She ain't going to do nothing but do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And she going to create her whole life by thinking something bad is always going to happen. Stop, look around, and understand that you don't got to be addicted to destruction, okay? Because it is very poisonous to your life. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have road bumps. You're going to have speed bumps. You know what I'm saying? To trying to change the mental programming of up here. But as long as you keep trying and you don't give up, you can change that mental pathway that has been created for you your whole life. Do it now. It's very important, especially if you got kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the future. And we getting too old for this shit. You feel me? You don't know what it is. Again, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because it's the truth. I don't need y'all to be on my side. I don't need y'all to vote for me. I don't need y'all to think I'm trying to tell y'all what to do. It's the truth. And that's going to stand against the test of time and everything.